Hi, friends. Some new sonnets I will be reading that we wrote. 1. Dinbird down with the fade talk, a full cabinet with no secondary space, the square engine, time to mow a place, the messiest flood shovels the mount to walk. See and move this heaven, the rains. In a fury shook out their masterful droop, accused waiters, aha, transcend the loop, by height written down for bitter curtains. Society affirms and plots that stage. Home tension has had its transcending wake, destroying pecs, extinguished deals will break, to hammer the tack, and draw a mounting rage because of boredom, daffodil, a pin to hit, with love, the curved sunset smiles at it. Angel Donna with me. 2. Kiss an idea in the northwest night, exciting hush to separate bounds, of open tomatoes a warm order rounds, a post covers the draughty path's light, the abyss veiled by staircase of love, the pit that spreads upsets the bees, low oars shave a vision the freeze, distant roots play for a speedy dove, sticky rolls in the streaked jars, stroll by haystacks the pigeon-holes make. The spirit of victory, boasting bells at stake, a roof beam spreads the scaffolding of stars, a gentle rhythm starts their flight, a metallic grass of pleasures not in light. Angel Grouchy with me. 3. Fighting demolition, the deer pants, powerful gulls descending press, the overcast wedge and saved address, level sunrises pulling settings to ants, a sample of night the oven felt, the fancy minute of a glad breeze, ice critters prune down freeze, the upward rooms that shy dreams melt, a chain of mountains stretch yesterday back, develop heights to skate and fill, with loud hammerings weekend chats thrill, what pools of spears good erase the lack, trim on a dress and work that brush, soft pumps and different wonders rush, Angel Aura with me. 4. The counted on blouse conducts a squeeze, light is the wind on its dramatic walks, stuck on selling, for swallows come talks, a coiled up pipe picked out advises ease. On wreathed sidewalks being served snow cones, never in masty malice, the smoky hair of a chandelier holds the cradled recessed air, a pompous TV ascends by laughter in tones, as stars stomp, the cardinal sport, shadows the self its country run, types ahead, until the falling bark is done, a beggar collapses, rippling schedules abort, having lost the point of a second's swim. Pyromaniac confidence tries another hymn. Angel Honey with me. Number 5. The waves always stopple into clays of old. Nights are comforts but accuse our time. With equal guilt round authorities climb, and roar at last with spans of a sunshine's gold, and rubbery tides that nurse their rage, boasting of the beauty that the breakers lost, that the glow undying bouncing cost, a descending sunset gone to trample a page, a shower of footprints, this horse reels, uplifting notes have so tapped in spring, with a high chaotic bongo, the sing-song ring, ecstatic reliefs of safety by a sparking feels. Bending with nothing is to be in the creep of clouds noticed by a season's basket's heap. Angel Aura with me. Number 6. Lending a message, the brown butterfly rolls this way into a wet hair. The praised water carpet sprays the air, the mirrored table below kicks a moon high. Flat in the newspaper, catch a tear, burst the drums, a love laid back. Blankets pull for shades, columns stack, polished directions, forest divvy the year. Raindrops pecking return to the fence, a papa's beard, ahead the heavy tug, deny the waist, the downsped bug, a feet to hook up by a pianoed brilliance. Dribbling down the neck, counted waterfalls, push back a memory, sweet perfection stalls. Angel Kabbalah with me. Number 7. The broken lawnmower splits a hoop, the eventually lifted small bag of curling vines gallops, the runaway lag, complains in peace, knocks, enter this loop. A snobby progress waits in fog, the helpful mail truck's cranky slide, an innocent march, bedroom noises ride, in warm flashes, steering putters each log. Licks distributed, dance on candy canes, to stage perfection sucked into speed, overgrown fame dotes on a mistake is freed, and asserts tower hammered, decorating reigns, that clean escape, their zip to earth, dim stupidity concerning stinks its worth. Angel Honey with me. 8. Push the comics off who pick on the light, wonders at stake, so throw them deep. Their immense splash will not cross our sleep, as a seductive feathering commanding grass might, where the dawn's leg have a careful flirt. In a personal arrangement that has badly lost, to a faithful wag the drifting plants cost a soft flight off the carpenter's bath shirt. The torn up stones, the stern earthquake, knocked together, ignoring the very best, lead out of the furnace a cool tide rest, repeats the energy of a strong ghost's sake, smiling at awesomeness, the revenge it approve of the thoughtful traveler's refusal to move. Angel Valerie with me. Number 9. Happily digging to get off the page. A shaky measurement motivates a storm. The spreading, breathing, heavy sunset form sleeps off the crisis in its simple crib cage. Launched in carnadine, the line runs on. Autumn blunders a spreading litter, merrily exploding. People rowing and bitter. A serenade to go through with a swift dawn. A spooky garbage of the tidal trash and frizzy plains scoop over the ground. To erase steps, multiplying outrage found, munching sunflower seeds, short laces lash. Stiff rounds push our celebrated eyes to the grand mountain, breaking sunrise. Angel Donna with me. Number 10. The season's alley is flushed with lines, a squeaky job and tacky stuff. A visit serves some playful bunnies enough, whose familiar time the stranger declines. Straight to the bowl the escapees split, scared to go with that traffic of eternity. The construction date softly blows free, when a knockoff watch quits stomping for it. Shadows plow through these singing lands, a junk to wade through buries all care. To prison directly, nature shot there, doing its shuffle, scrubbing its hands. Cats stare at their putrid food, the luxuriously weird pressure to dream it's good. Angel Donna with me. Number 11. Pizza slices are impressionistic scrapes. Wash the burns that rivers wiped away. Night smiles at disconnected jokes of day, shaking asthmas off of landsliding landscapes. A western romp romantically hoots. It charts a flood that died back brown. Atmospheric heat cut the gardens down. Considered rising, now spooned, removed our roots. Raindrops soar and tap the eyes that gaze at the logo after getting towed. Forced to put it out, despair saw the load of countless ripples, projects of fiery skies. Seeing the thunderous shimmy and shake, faraway emergencies, level colds and ache. Angel Lisbeth with me. 12. A claw hangs on to a snappy quote. The overcast funeral was an obscene yawn. The cooking battered leaf pile on the lawn. A gambling dreamy doctor's checks afloat. The classically strong stuff of arrogance. The lawyer has lost, hunting for some ways. Fearing now the docket's smoke dumped grays, where he broke off plans to charge the defense. In feuds for the top, a loafing light drops by the farm, the counter rattles ice. Share lemonade, taste the spice. A fresh splash picked, pulled off from the height. Grimy eggs and coconuts rolling all go, with conflagrations of orbs, a competitive show. Angel Ariel with me. 13. Macho bowlers crowd behind black screens with dejected miners. Problems flare. Asphalts of a metropolis pierce the countryside air. Rain, a diamond ladybug. Horses on lunchbox canteens. Unfit to serve then a neighborhood snores. A convenient gas station is by fading trees. Dozens deemed diagonally in the muscular breeze. A little tremor ducks the jump rope soars. Asleep on the sand are upside-down ants. Treble hammers its influential hit. To build a rowboat, laughing while pigeons sit. A sweater for the walk thrown off at the dance. Winter work gratifies, a boss must make a motherly game of sweet patty cake. Angel Jennifer with me. 14. Light knocks down what hope exposed. Drops a point to remove the growth of each pulled off success. Loss ignores both. Complaints of snores and waters hurrying those. Fines marking the infamous seep. Hopelessly fumbled, disgustingly mad. The swarm returns awkwardly seductive, sad. Curiosity permits a comfortable guest to keep. Drop and push up to the puttering boat. Hike to fish claim the impossible bet. The dangerous focus a stupid secret. Gross slugs to wool jackets float. Winning an answer, the strings of players seem to beware of counselors not counted in the team. Angel Laura with me. Number 15. Cannot bear the badness, fuming and dumb. Popcorn jumps upstairs, horseplay. Trapped in time, aimless gnats stay. Caught underwater, the snow lands some. Floating in the dampness, surprisingly dark, Grandpa's attention blows the heat. His clever creature's lofty, luxurious seat. The pretty oasis and dismal alarms, hark. Unbelievably close is the four-legged force of the class plan, a satisfying trick. Quick celebrations, desire visits those sick, helping pay afterwards revenge its course. Immature impatience is unfair, the readers feel, though the author's goal was too perfect the wheel. 16. In a scratchy shirt and a wake-up frown, a lot ruins the very picture of hope. Valentine Day sparks splatter, counted cope, absolutely click. The warm gulps down. A rainbow leans in its sizzling pride. Successive weeds prepare for fun. Beliefs look alike to accusers. Disapprove of one underwater desperation. Skies worsen the ride. Building an archive. The work of a case. Correctly organizes a weather's okay. Between exits necessarily rises the day. The future is outside at its towering base. So many varieties of it evenly share, from the deep ouch to a quick cleaned up care. Angel Amy with me. Number 17, a darling sister's slow embrace. Yearns to construct her turn to know. Once blocked by fate, circling praises show how fury burns away as if hung in a dry place. Gather the paintbrush off the gravel road. A charming proposal trails down the cheek. Strike up the bickering. A new protection seek to charge the meadow's head for a table's load. Eventually touch it in a changing dream. In the wide corner, the exhausted light moans alone in descent to the muddy night. Affections for leaves made a justice seem. That where certainty breaks mistakes, raise pains like the vanishing stairways devoted to rains. Angel Amy with me. 18. Adjusting to ruin, filling the neighborhoods. A pleasant vapor has the hard end. The choppy moving train or stand to stand. Skates nearby, crusted caverns in the woods. Tossed in the dump, it hits the dirt. Sent to the cliffs, the auburn train. Punctured sleeves of mystery stump a brain. Solitaire rends through the moth's home skirt. By precisions of pillars that raise a flat. A ticking afternoon tints the sides that maintain a street, pushing blocks with slides, careful not to annoy, scared to bore us with that. Take the back alley if loudness soars its song, with strategic steps that remove that wrong. Angel Teresa with me. 19. The short dawn bursts forth outside, charging toward tomorrow's quick draw. An unsafe storm seems a heavy-handed claw that keeps records evaded of labors untried. Comfortably cold, but forced to be upset in a vacuum as self is unacceptably sick. The crowd is gone, gathering breaths are thick, boarding for heaven. The sudden clarities get the season to develop a dot of despair. If the future negates this hovering view with unwanted gazes at the strange thorns too, in systems of yards that and ditches that surface there, beginning to lift beyond the obstacle dunes it climbs. Gloom leaves the pitter-patter of times. Angel Diana with me. 20. See the steps in the traveling snow, repeated beats in a tired loop. The camel falls, made hungry for soup. Wear the yellow arrow in the dusk pack slow. Punch the cushion heavenly well. Deep in the midst the rainbow waits. Lay the ladder down by the empty wide gates. The Halo Club together digs a dell. Visit the child. The season chimes. Multiple radishes decorated with leaves. Turned beautiful, a rapid walk achieves. Drizzled paint lets us admire the times. A thief in the cave furnished in the dark scrubs down with the elevator music. Hark! Angel Aura Tifreta with me. 21. The rain on the metal that brings the fall fixes all the complaints of papery clogs. When patience runs off, the gentle guardian logs the roof story between the cleanings of it all. The snobby clouds have a right to glow in a confident country where discoveries are done. The long freeze offers a change for one. Two reverse the ugly, provoking more good to show. An earliness chirps and taps into the bliss of wind stepping down after the mist blocks. Rude hours of signals, the depths of rocks. Interest of reading in silence of the rush of for this. Unknown brush of solitude marks with a goal when filled with certain questions within its whole. Angel Honey with me. Number 22. A number of candles caution the sight, strong barricades and lines at the mall. For Japanese jelly beans, a blinking city all. Extinguished possibilities toss away exhausted light. The unluckiest trail is in a stream of oil. The melancholic traffic of one spoiled universe. Jazzed up crowds track the hurt and worse. The furry brows of an eye-patched soil. From a brave mouth the complaints sting, with earthy noise forced into the mess of growing powers, and the stream remains less than empty for that nutrition the chopped lights bring, whose wasted starch stomps down this yard, a responsible field, squeezed divinely hard. Angel Aura with me. Number 23. The view survives that a shallow star, that luminous phantom, would affect the rule by its tough try, so close to the pool, to raft to slop, push out sensitively far. Varieties of trees, those backyard barks, shoveling breezes have gone to the beach, dressed similarly. The great forms reach their unkept leaves comfortably, swaying in the park. They curl up and scrape as out a can of slop, clean it up later. They are naturally dressed, 24 masterpiece rackets of their high-touched nest that the disciplined imagination is ready to drop. Robots too will join this useless dust, digitally thundering into cool layers of rust. Angel aiming with me. 24. When tested by the towering space of day, increasingly many do come to be bathed in love. Uncertain cities still forward problems above, and absorbed people of a nation will work and pray. The widely helping sunshine of experience from a distance shines, and yet parallel walls trim its love, while as the sunny prelude falls, shredded like a money watched by the light of sense. And as lives get out of order, other selves must wait. The innocent pour in the bulk of their space, frustrate all order, selves ever open for space, load meanings in their arms, disappointments of fate. Hence the failing guitar's musical air, with broken strings understands their sadness there. Angel honey with me. 25. Polished softly, it was stolen from the tree. A surprise started with unpredictable songs, with a good startled sophisticated help from wrongs. On a sidewalk waited communicators presently, needing to buy enough for holiday dreams. If only fun could rain down upon impossible trails, the arc of awareness littered stuff fails, relaxing with a pop, a soothing whistle seems. Harder to intoxicate, the giant is too much, falling to the bottom of a deep underbrush. Flayed cork is endlessly labeled in a rush. Nothing flows like cheap lumber as such. When a broken off room lifts out of a hold, a tack, then the terrible ink will be there to dot its back. Angel Teresa with me. 26. Lush lips speaking for the atmosphere have caught the withering fever of the air. Useless alienation, nothingness is extinction there, and a vast insult and a little to fear. It has turned stable, the rickety top, the work of assembly, a structural choice, in unto stillness propelled, the helpful rival's voice, a landscape drawn, our old need to stop, the personally beautiful trimmed leaves, wholly yellow, a bit lost, the mountain drops impossibly to illuminate that cost, after morning summation as waters increase on eaves, a tangential glow, the rainbow's play, challenging enough the failing sun of this day. Angel Aura with me. 27. Patriotic equality is our ordinary goal. Its fantastic harmony is safe to play. Footsteps of wars turn to win some sway. The intense conductor is in her self-guest role. Dry expressions are like fishing in the bay. Greedily shines another month to boot. Unacknowledged pity, that mortal sliced root, does not brag in detail of its opening way. As a winged collar can be cruelly stained, overstaying the options that once were dreamed. Difficulty appears curious if readily redeemed by geometry positioned, tightly contained. A catalog, weights of nasty debris, brittle complaints sound eventually. Angel Donna with me. 28. An afternoon, a fantasy of stupid clouds in the usual heaven keeps flight, going through every point death's space might glare like bugs from their little shrouds. Through the suggestive manual gate of despair, a sour exit is no match for a blight. Pick a conversation, not a peach can fight. Shut down work for a distant education there. The current guru has his painful shot, his kind prisoner, while the kingdom moves. The beauty of a brother, an assigned chart proves a horrible strategy. Disappointment knows not. After the unseen irony is of a country to ignore, bad pleasures are resented even much more. Angel Three-Pot with me. 29. Imagine laughing at the vanity of a clown, the goofy man's pressing regret, the correct revision threatening a mob set to pretend a universe, to stare distractions down. That strangely bright plan for it all to play, to fight for energy, the useless call of some fired up tycoon, a broken watched wall of the smooth as glass, hotly annoyed day, whose perfect rhythm has creative force, a poor reward of some glee to get at, when purposed wisdom unhappily buys that, is hard to lose to the advancing sun on its course, marching off to work in its pit of air, ideas launch their serious landslide there. Angela Lane with me. 30. Strikers walk, there's a rainbow to spy, an emotional protection that the trail fades, type a line, the hunted image shades, language has built its finished cry, a lifelong test with no one to call, this passing vibe of education is fair, the purpose to help a misunderstood neighbor from the present evil with exciting alternatives all. A land of justice absolutely green, a delicate solution, a flock belongs here to count the waves, not a cold void is near, a blank documents where no good rose is seen, the bitter show to shave away and slap, the rolling peel round dropped in the lap. Angel Amy with me.